I'm not kidding you. It's a 50, 60-point ball game. It was a huge mismatch. Rick on Facebook says, why is Andy the reporter on probation with Coach Leach? Well, it's my understanding, Rick, that you're talking about a guy from the Clarion Ledger who reported some things that were not true about an injury to Will Rogers. You know, I guess it was coming out of that Alabama game. And there were some people that felt like some stuff that was reported that actually turned out to not be true, number one, about the injury. But any information the guy did get, he didn't get it from a coach in a press conference, an interview opportunity. He was apparently like getting it from, I don't know, family members. And then what I had heard, rumors down the line, is that there was like attempts made at contacting players directly in the DMs on their Twitter feed and stuff to ask about all that kind of stuff, and that doesn't fly. But it's basically like this. Everybody can make their own decisions. Rick, if any reporter, any media person, if that's the way they want to do stuff, is, well, I'm just going to go around the team and not deal with the team like the media guy or the coach or a press conference. I'm just going to go get it on Twitter. I'm going to go knock on the doors of family members, whatever. Okay, well, you can make that decision as a free country, but then don't expect the team and those people to deal with you if you do that. I mean, right? That's just kind of the way it is. One person makes his decision, another person makes his. Okay, neither are obligated to each other. Now, 25, 30 years ago, when when a publication like the Clarion Ledger had a following at all, then those relationships and things got dealt with differently. But man, in 2021, nobody cares who they get any information from. Just give me the info. And a football fan of an SEC school can get information in 85 different places in 85 different ways, and they don't need an obviously biased publication in the way they cover stuff already, which it's just shown you 8 million examples, one after the other, that they will treat other schools and other fan bases and other teams differently than they will treat State. Well, State doesn't need them. These people who are in the media and they get up on a stump here, stand up on the stump, and they go, well, these people on teams or whatever, they should be nicer to the media guys. And, and about injuries, these media people have to ask the questions and all that kind of stuff. So how dare they not answer the questions of a media guy? Listen, let me just tell you reality. Nobody made any of them go to the press conference. They're there because they think they need to be to do their job. You know who schedules the press conferences? The school does. If you want to show up, you ask if you can come. You don't have to come. You're here because you wanted to. You ask them, can we come to the press conference? And the school's like, sure, you can come. We'll give you a credential. Come on in. Or the school may go, nope, can't come. Nobody's making you come. You're there because you think you need it. If you think you need the info from a press conference or from a coach interview, here, you know what you got to do? You got to do it the way the coach wants it done. And if you go and you start asking people one-on-one out here on the street, and that's where you're supposedly getting info, and then report it, and it turns out it ain't even accurate, and you expect the coach to just treat you the same as everybody else and answer your questions and just do business with you the same way you do business with everybody else, got another thing coming. Real world doesn't work that way. So I'll boil it down this way, Rick. Just one man's opinion. That's all it is my opinion. In 2021, you can no longer go out here and provide dishonest, uneven coverage and expect everybody to just accept it. Whether you are a newspaper or a statewide radio company or a podcast or a website or whatever, you can't do it. Number one, you can't fool people. You think you are? Well, we sold some ads. Okay, congrats. It doesn't mean that everybody doesn't know what the real deal is. You're unbalanced. You're unfair in your coverage. You have been, you are being, and guess what? You will be, because that's who you are. You don't like state? You haven't given them the fair coverage in the past. You haven't felt like you needed to. You felt like other schools were more important, other schools' fan bases were more important, would spend more money. You made your decision. Do it. But guess what? In 2021, I'm sorry, we don't need you. We've all got Twitter accounts. We've all got websites, Facebook pages, YouTube pages. I don't need you. This ain't 1995 anymore. So make your decision. But make your decision. You want to provide uneven coverage, biased, unfair coverage, because you either have some axe to grind with state, you don't like them, the boss went to school at the other thing, we don't like, we hate state, but we're going to pretend that we like them so we can sell ads. Do all that. Guess what? You're not fooling anybody, and you don't live in a world anymore where Mississippi State and its athletics department need you. Heck, I realize that they don't need me. We all make our decisions, but don't go whining and crying about it when you make a bad one and it comes back to slap you in the rear end. Stick around.